And we're live on a Friday then. Sunday. What the fuck? What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your guide to the dark night of the soul, your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger god, the first child of God reincarnated, the dark feminine, Lilith. That rolls over the moon, which would be your mind and emotions, making me your spiritual psychoanalyst. In order to keep up with me, you guys seen what I posted on my community page and my latest live video. Do we need a mirror? I think we need a mirror. Well, hey, how are you? Hi. Yesterday's last night's video, I started to feel myself go real dark and be like, you know, a real kind of fuck you, and I'm out. And that's literally what I said. And I'm like, bro, I need some time away from you people. I got real kind of on the negative. I felt it. I didn't appear it, but I just felt that I was just getting kind of, ew, you're kind of tearing people up. Then this morning I seen that, well, I mean, I already knew with all the Scorpio and Venus that was the end of the bullshit. And then I seen that Lilith was, which I should have already remembered, was in conjunction with Saturn. Saturn is pushing limitations, bro. Pushed my motherfucking limits. And I was really kind of in a funky place. I was just like, oh, I hate these motherfuckers. Please don't make me wake up with these motherfuckers tomorrow. And then this morning I woke up, and the energy that I was filled with was unreal. I like tweaked out my house for like an hour in the dark. My daughter, well, okay, I woke up at 5:30 and I sat, probably 5, I don't know what time, and I sat under the moon and it had the beautiful orb. I tried to take a picture, but I was like, damn, I need a new camera, bro. It's just so sad. And I was sitting under the stars and I was like, damn, I'm so sure that's Jupiter right there, but I can't tell, and there's all these stars blinking at me. I'm like, fuck. And then I saw it this morning. After that happened, I came up. I didn't have to get anyone ready until my son, which is 7:30. So I had plenty of time. I was like, geez. I started getting my laundry together, and before I knew it, I detailed my whole entire room, refolded everything, put it all away. I mean, I really geeked out, bro. No joke, no joke. Put together this enormous duffel bag of shit to carry down to donations. Cleaned up all my daughter's stuff, because she is just... For real? Yeah, bro. I literally tweaked out on my room for like an hour, and I was like, damn, I still have so much energy. Where is this coming from? And then I saw a post that, obviously, the moon meets Jupiter for the next 2 days. I was like, dude, this is like Saturday morning versus Thursday, add some fucking Mars energy on it. That's that Mars and Sagittarius, bro. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it. Really? Yeah. Yeah, my body's like, I can do all things today. Really? I feel it, bro. I think I'm going to start with a walk, though, because, like, it's a little bit too much built up. Really? Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know. I just felt like just fucking Supermaning around town all day. I got my laundry ready, and that's, you know, the least of my favorite things to do, but it's ready. And, I wanted to do some running around. I haven't checked my mail. And they have an awesome clothing bank over there, and I'm supposed to get some new, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to be outside, so I need to get some new clothes, and that's exactly why I went through all of my clothes and pulled out more to donate, so I could have room for more shit. Pulled out sweaters and stuff from last year, you know, just shit. Pajamas that we're not wearing, stuff like that. They laid them out right away. People will grab them right away. So I wanted to go hit the clothing bank, and they also have a walk-up food bank, but because of the SNAP situation, they're adding so many shopping. They're adding like hella more appointments for shopping. So that's it's like it's a place where you can go and do your own shopping, where you can walk through and it's all kinds of stuff. And they added like 20 more appointments. So I was thinking about doing that. Go do some shopping. We're still, God is so fucking glorious, bro. We are still not out of anything and still sitting in a beautiful place. And that's where all that abundance is. It's like, it's not like I've grown abundance, but I'm still bountiful. We're still have a full orchard here. I really enjoy that. So anyways, I'm in a fabulous place, but that's because the energy hits me first. I was out there at 5:30 in the morning catching Jupiter. But you saw what hit me last night, and that was the fucking Lilith hit Saturn. We go to our Saturns on a Friday. It's Friday then. What's Friday? Friday is Venus. What's in Venus? Scorpio. Death of relationships. Now, I was really feeling sour and shit, and I had this unbelievable astral conversation with Bobby's higher self last night. A total say goodbye. Really? Yeah, it was very intriguing. You know what I mean? It was very intriguing. So this morning I was just kind of in my own, zone, and then I saw, hold on one second. This video popped up.
I can't have my hands hurt, so I was thinking
That's all good. As long as you didn't do like CJ and just like, blah, 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 blah. Like I can't even get to the door fast enough. Did she do anything?
she went pee, and then
I don't know what's up with her.
started pulling me in.
What's her
I've
deal?
already gave her cheese. So.
Okay, yeah. No, you don't get no shit. I saw this movie, or this video that I shared in my community page. Shit, I'll try to attach it in this video because it was extremely important. It was Alan Watts, and he was talking about the detachment that comes through the spiritual awakening. He says that when you go through the attachment, that's where you that's where you face the dark night of the soul. I feel like we initiate it. The whole thing is the dark night of the soul. But he really talked about the hermit and what it means to be pulled away consciously from people. He talked about the people that do coexist, that live in the two worlds. It was warming. Yesterday I pulled the hermit card, and it says when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. He reiterated that in his video. And for me, it's not communities, because I'm so far set apart. It's just the leadership to keep going, because I'd be ready to stop doing this. And that's where I've told you in many of these videos, it's like, you sometimes wish you could just go back, that you could just wake up and it never happened. You didn't actually wake up. It's easier to go back to just keeping a job and, maintaining a social environment and, you know what I mean, the stupid things of this world. But when you get to this place, and that's why I really needed that, it was extremely comforting to know, you know what I mean, someone already fully understands it and has spoken about it in such great detail and mentors others. Because, I'm an island over here. Until I access the information to know there's others like me, I believe I'm an alien. Well, I mean, I know I am. And that's the difference. And it's like, I'm always looking for source of life where people have gotten to that stage, and he speaks of it of many people who have hit in that stage. But just like me, they're not forced to be part of the matrix after they found their way out. And that's where it is they find their communities and they go live in the woods, and they, fuck. I wish I could be traditional and just go, you know what I mean, hide away with all my powers and live on a happy island and nobody ever fucking follow or bother me. Many witches got away with that for many decades. They had no responsibility to man. They just had their powers. Many witches got away with that for many decades. I would say centuries almost. Really? Yeah, the unbothered. But then he started calling us into service, you know what I mean? Anyways, it talks about the detachment. I'm going to try to share the video, and it's really that. It's just you become completely different from everybody else, and nothing more than the way that you think. And you look at them, and you have pity and sympathy, and that's what I tell you. I used to be like you, dude. I swear to God. I was so progress-driven and so ambitious and so, you know what I mean, social. There wasn't a music event, not a high-level music event that I wasn't at. You know what I mean? I was all kinds of, things. But they were just, as everyone, that becomes spiritual says, they were just masks of versions of who I projected myself to be liked. And when you go through this awakening, it's a crisis where you realize, you're standing there in your house and in your life, and you're like, what have I fucking created? And you start ripping it apart. You don't actually know what you're looking for. You're just looking to get it off of you. And that's where he talks about is, you know what I mean? Once you're just a caterpillar with the caterpillars, but then all of a sudden one day you go in cocoon and you try to come back, but there's nobody to come back to. It's a hard place, and he spoke of it, and he brought me back to where, you know, I just want to stay by myself because nobody knows what I'm talking about. They don't get it. I feel like I'm, you know, Kanye all the time. I mean, there's those of you that for a long time you're keeping up, but some days I don't mind being, you know what I mean, the head of Hogwarts Station. Other days I don't want to be God's fucking servant. And that's what it was in the energy. It was really about that. You know, this energy is really about severing ties with the shit is just that's no longer serving you. And it just does happen. It happens all the time. You just you look at things differently, and that changes everything. I always look at the one that happened with Lewis. It was just the middle of the week, bro. And it was just one thing, and all of a sudden it changed my entire world. My entire perspective on this person completely came crashing down. The same thing happened to Marshall. When I listened to Rap God, when I listened to it, and realized what it was, and even now, as he pops up on my music, it's like, I don't even know. I don't want to speak poorly because, you know, it's like Joyce Myers. I thought she was a god. God backwards, huh? D-O-G. It's something like that, bro. And they happen for all the time. They're just little bitty, you know what I mean, glimpses. The veil falls. All of a sudden you see the truth in another area. You're like, you're panicked, bro. You're the only one that can see it. You're the only one that has this perception. And you can't unsee it. You can't close your eyes and make it go away. You can't, like, you heard somebody say something, and they say this type of shit all the fucking time, but this time, bro, this time is like the time you heard them. And now you're looking at them, not because of what they said, but you're staring in their direction, and you're completely looking through them now. Every time they've ever said or did some shit like this, bro, it's like all of a sudden you're like, you know what I mean? All of a sudden it's an episode of Snapped, and it happens inside of your head, where all of a sudden the neurons fire a different direction, and you just see a different way of life in people, places, and things, one at a time. And that's where I could sit here and ask you, that doesn't make any sense to me. I know why you do it, but hear me out. Why? That type of shit, bro. I question the things, and I come up with these solutions, and everybody else is just over there continuing to do the dumb shit, and I'm like, but why? When there's a better way. It's so strange. Anyways, so Dark Night of the Soul. I'm going to dig into your guys' Dark Night of the Soul. Obviously, I'm fine. We could probably pull a tear or a memory as we pull these dark cards out. On Fridays, we go into, well, I mean, I try to get this shit done as quickly as possible. Really? There's better shit to do with our lives than sit around and heal. This is the hard shit. We do the hard shit so we can enjoy the good shit. Focus. What does that say? Catsis. It's a big old kitty. Here, kitty. I said something like that yesterday. I don't remember. We're almost done with these cards. Isn't that cool? Yeah, really. We are almost done. All right, how do you say this? Pay attention. Check details. Small mistakes may have big consequences. You get multiple chances to have success, but every opportunity can pass. The doors are closing. I enjoy this. Duality. Focused and unfocused. In the misty, cold air of the Scottish Highlands, there stalks a dark feline who is said can do a lot of harm. Secretive, it is huge and black with jaunty white spots of fur upon its chest. If you don't pay attention, did you know who that cat looks like? I swear that looks like Pepe. Who's Pepe? My dog. My dad had this cat, bro, for like 20 years of my life. It was this big ass cat that looked just like him. His name was Pepe. He's in an urn now at my dad's house. He's a big ass cat, bro. Looked just like him. Big, beautiful, long haired cat. Looked just like him. I'll send a picture to him. My dad and freak him out. Make him cry or something. I don't talk to that guy. I thought about him yesterday, though. See, I always call once in a while to see if he's alive. Are you still with the living? Call him and hang up. Such a creep. Alright. Anyways, going back. If someone dies, careful watch is held over the body for a day and night, lest the Sith, I don't know, comes to steal the soul away before the righteous God can claim it. This vigil is held by candlelight with an unbroken team of family and friends so that the cat cannot pass itself over the corpse. Stories are told about a person, and food and drink is provided, sometimes songs and keen too. This is to hold the cat's attention and focus so that there is no chance it can strike. This is part of the mythos of the Sith, I don't know. The giant cat that stalks the mountains. Ooh, that's cool. Another myth about it is that witches can change themselves into the creatures. But there is, like Professor McGonagall. But there is a catch for the witch. If she doesn't pay attention to how many times she's changed into the cat form, on the 9th, she cannot... I said this the other day. I only have 9 lives, bro. I'm running out of lives. I said this in regards to how many times I've lost. What was I talking about? Crashing these how many times they don't work out. It's like I'm at my last... I only have 9 lives here. It's like it's going to work next time. But there is a catch. If she cannot change back to her human form, she must stay the cat. This is where the idea that cats have 9 lives come from. The cat also offers blessings on one night of the year, Halloween, and only if a saucer of milk is left out for it. If households neglect the offering, it is said their cows go dry. I told you all that time I was thinking about milking cows and shit. Really? Yeah. It had to do with butter, to be honest. Increasingly, for so many, the idea of a large cat mysteriously appearing in the forest in Scotland was considered pure fantasy until actual large black cats with white patches on their chest were reliably seen. It is thought that they were the Kellas cats, which are the hybrid of the Scottish wild cat and the domestic cat. Plant companion is catmint. The crystal companion is a Highland serpentine. Pay attention, check all details. Small mistakes have big consequences. I don't know. I like how all the lights are popping through there, though. That's what I see, is all this light coming through. Why? I don't know. It looks like the bag I carried in. Well, watch your shit, I guess. We'll see. Let's read some more. We might need some fucking tarot to make that make sense. I don't know. I said that. That was weird. I said that like a couple days ago. I was like, every time I get this wrong, it's like I'm that much closer to getting it right. It's like I only have like 9 lives. Something like that is what I said. Let's read the Morgans are always weird. They're always weird. They always have a name I can't pronounce. Oh, never mind. We're in the wolf. Oh, number 27. That's real wolf for. I got it. Doing a fucking ritual on top of a mountain. I just can't remember if it was in Wisconsin or Minnesota. I really can't. It's in the videos though. Let me get the guidebook. Really? Yeah, I went to the top of a mountain. I sat there and did a sage burn on this rock, and when I got off, my daughter had noticed that there was like this whole spot right there. It was covered in fur, and you could tell it was like he just. I don't know. You could see it in your mind's eye that the wolf would come and lay there, and the chief would sit on this rock, and they would all gather in this place. You could see it, and obviously the wolf still comes. That's what I saw. Number 27. Went to fate. 30. Oh yeah, we had the cow last. See, we were talking about milking and shit. Courage, loyalty, connection. 112. The alpha female wolf stands tall upon the hill. The pack, and that's where I got all those downloads about the wolf hunters out there and shit. The pack following her lead as they emerge into the night from the winter wood. She is the leader. She is leading the pack to safer ground during the winter. The night is clear, illuminated by the full moon hanging low in the sky. Crows fly above. The wolf's deep blue eyes look straight into you, seeing the truth. I'm seeing downloads. Seeing who you truly are inside. What am I getting? Well, it's you're either a cat person or a dog person, and we pulled both.
But I like both.
So you're either getting the cat looking to you with the bright yellow eyes, or the wolf with the bright blue eyes. Spirals of energy of all beings are visible in her fur. Her forehead is the land itself. This pack and community, this land, are connected. Their energies flow constantly between them. Each sustain each other. In the Irish language, one of the words for the wolf is MacTire, son of the land. Wolves are once prolific in the Irish countryside. Where were we talking about? The cats of the Scottish? And there are several Irish surnames and place names that have been derived from many words of the wolf. Obviously. Within the lore, the Morgan takes on the shape of a wolf in addition to the other animals. It's not just her. The wolf is me. But yes, always the wolves are with me. Within the lore, Morgan often takes the shape of the wolf in addition to other animals. In the cattle raid of Cooley, after being insulted by Cuchulainn Lane, the Morgan threatens to thwart off his efforts in battle by coming at him in animal form, including a gray she-wolf. In these animal forms, she injures the hero, and he in turn deals her a wound. Divinatory meaning. Wolves are devoted and loyal to their pack. They form tight-knit communities that can take on large prey successfully, where a single wolf alone would fail. When wolves appear, it's time to think about your own community. Do you feel the pull of a community, a need to connect, and social order? That's what Alan Watts was talking about. I think we need to, it's funny because I'm thinking about what happened this morning. I saw, Callie from last night, and she thanked me. She always is like, Lisa, and she's like, forgive me, High Priestess Phoenix. It's not necessary, bro. Like, just call me whatever. But anyways, she was like, I wanted to thank you, this and that. We were talking about a lot of more community-based situations where the people a lot of the concerns are everybody's a little island here, and they're all struggling, trying to find their own way, and there's not a lot of social atmosphere, and there's a lot of, biting, all this stuff, backbiting and shit like that, a lot of chihuahua shit. And I was talking about that earlier. This morning I still wanted to initiate that, and I was thinking about it. I had a deeper seed planted. I already said I wanted to start a mental health walk with these people. But as we go into winter, I started thinking about it. We have a 7-story building, right? And me myself, those fucking stairs are already killer. It's like we could turn this into a little thing during the winter time where we could, an hour of the day we could climb the stairs and walk the halls and climb the stairs and walk the halls and do this for an hour to keep everybody, mentally, physically, and emotionally fit as we're stuck in, isolation. For all different reasons. They all have children and stuff like that, whatever the case may be. Some of them could just learn to walk the halls, to get some exercise and stuff like that. It came to me earlier. It did, and then of course Alan Watts came to me talking about, as we're saying this Hogwarts station, taking it to the next level. That's what happens. It always happens. As soon as I get a pull forward, I jump backwards. And that's what it is. I told you, the more I pull away, the closer I get. Are you aware of the blessing and the connection in front of you, or do you push back at what is being offered? Where in your life have you tried to do things alone instead of asking for aid? Wolf speaks of loyalty and kinship and the strength that can be found in community. At that moment, I saw a whale in captivity. I don't really have to elaborate, do I? They fend for themselves. Wolves remind us that we are not alone. As the son of the land, the wolf also reminds us to see the connection between us, the land, and all things. I have such a strong connection to all things but humans. I can, but it's so surface. It fucking, as I say this, my heart is hurting. It's so, Anything more than a couple of minutes is too much of it, because it's so superficial. People just want to talk about the things of this world and how they're trying to obtain them or how they lost them. Like, you can ask me what I'm doing and I can tell you, but it's like that's all people talk about. That's all they want to talk about. I'm trying to get this job, I'm trying to do this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing... They just want to talk about all that they're doing or what's not working, and I don't know, again, this is that difficult place. It's like, I'm fully connected with all that is, though, and that's what makes me feel fine. When do you want people? I guess I just, maybe sometimes I get bored, but not usually. I don't consider a person to go with me to any of my places. I don't consider a person when I'm laying in bed. I don't consider a person when I'm going to make my food options. I don't really have to consider another person. It's not that I'm not considerate of, but I just don't consider the person. I've been on my own. You're trying to make me think that I need this in my life, and that's God trying to, you know what I mean, put a man in Lilith's life. No, you need this. You need friends. I have been studying what you call friends for 3 years. I don't need that. Did you see what happened to my daughter and her only friend and every other fucking friend? You want to talk about every friend I've ever fucking had? You want to talk about Marshall's fucking friends and all your fucking friendly friends? I don't want a fucking friend. Fucking boyfriends? What the fuck is that? Now we have a boy that does that type of friend shit. That now you have to be pleasing to. Jesus Christ. Oh, and then there's a marriage. Oh, that sounds like something I don't want. What else do I do now? A family with so much responsibility and so much, you know what I mean, dedication and loyalty to, you know, the feeding of this pack of fucking degenerates. I knew this was gonna happen. I am not of this fucking world. If I didn't have the task of connecting, I'd be done by now. All you guys want to do is hang out with some motherfuckers, be friends, sleep with somebody. Yeah, oh, god damn it. I'm very triggered. As I say this, it's like I'm not a wolf, I'm a wolf. What a waste. I picked it up and they hung up. What a waste. Can you please control yourself? You're all in my video blowing gas. Go in the other room for the love of God and spray something on your way out. She's funny, isn't it? It's not funny. You're farting in my video. Whatever. I'm blowing gas too, just out my mouth. I obviously haven't stood into that responsibility, and that's what keeps me from standing in my power. I don't want to be responsible for people, because that means I have to actually, you know, get involved. I said it yesterday, I'm not really ready to commit to anything right now. I don't want to. I don't want to try all that again. It's a lot. I do it, trial and error. I'm really good at it, and, you know, taking it, you know, one step at a time and getting my ass kicked and, you know, learning more about what it takes to be, you know, around people. It's all great and shit, but no, I'd rather not. Not today, anyways. I'm not trying to connect. When you spend all your energy trying to disconnect, the last thing you want to do is do it. Because that's what happens. You connect with people and then you'll just have to disconnect again. Why? Inevitably? Because you're not like me. It's only a matter of time before our differences will have to pull us apart. I'm not like you. I don't even like you for that reason. I used to have this idea of the 12, right? They gave me this vision where I sit around all these grown-ass, punk-ass, weak-ass, loser-ass men in a healed state, and we're supposedly, you know what I mean, creating great music and making plans of destruction across, you know what I mean, all levels of reality, and we're really fucking creating nonsense and revolutions across the world. But that's just me leading them. And another time that was Royce, where he led the pack. But that motherfucker ain't even got a tongue. He ain't got a spine. He ain't got a back. I hear me against the world. Sort of. I'm not here to rally you on my side or build something, you know what I mean? I'm just standing here like a fucking stop sign showing you the fucking way to the gods. That's, I mean, realistically. Why the fuck, you know, like Jesus, I see Jesus and all those people. He became responsible for everybody. All of us, even today. He inherited, you know what I mean, all of mankind. He was going to rule over all mankind. That's nice. As goddess, I'm supposed to, you know what I mean, do the same type shit. In other lives, sure. And that's the higher self. Like, we could do this. We've done this. We've done this. Why I gotta do it again if we've already done it? Why I gotta rule his fucking people again? Why I gotta fucking be this again? It's nice to stay small. Because then you got assholes like yesterday trying to pray for me in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Bro, I'll shove that fucking Bible straight up your fucking ass right now. And then I'll call in the demons to dance around you while you're sitting there praying to Jesus. And still stand next to Jesus when it's all done. Why? Because I'm the goddess of hell. And I don't mind to watch you fucking suffer, punk ass. I came for the destruction of man. And yet I'm supposed to lead these bitches. Who? The ones that make it through the fire. Who are they? The virtuous ones. That's all that matters to me. And that could be so, you know what I mean, so ugly for whoever you are, but, you know, God's... whatever. That's that Kobe. I stand here next to my boys like, you're not getting in these gates, bro. There's a church down the street. You're not bringing any of that into my doors, bro. Like, how's this supposed to work, God? How's this supposed to work, God? I tell you how it works. I stay away from you people, and I stay on the screen, and you guys do what you do with my teachings, and that's good enough for me. Feeding you and all of that, like what the church does, all of that, bro. No. Responsible for a bunch of people? What people? Whose people are these? Why am I responsible for you? You're God's people. I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving and being around nobody's punk ass, fake ass, weak ass, degenerate ass fucking family. I don't give a shit about fucking none of that. I don't need somebody to kiss on a fucking New Year's. Kiss my ass goodbye. I'm going to sleep before midnight because I don't drink. There's no reason to celebrate a fucking clock. You know, stupid shit like that. There's things, adventures, perhaps I'll chase. But as far as that, bro, Russ said some stupid shit in his song talking about thinking about buying a ring. I fucking died. I told you, bitch, you're gonna marry that punk ass bitch and have her fucking babies. One and done. You're a one and done motherfucker. You ain't got nothing else in you, bitch. You better marry that bitch before someone else does. That's how low you go. There's nothing better. You're not going to get anything better than her in your state of mind. And that's why Marshall couldn't do no better. He could not mentally or emotionally evolve, and we can see that through his catalog of music. I really enjoyed the man body on Bridge Fit yesterday. I told you, what men have a six-pack? His wife? His wife that looks like Machine Gun Kelly? This is a lack of your own, you know what I mean, soul expression to accept absolute depression. To come home to this, and this is as good as it gets, and I can't do any better, so I will accept that this is what it is. There's a difference between gratitude and just acceptance, I suppose. And most of you just accept that this is as good as it gets, and you're not going to do anything to make your lives better. If I had to think about, like, you know, the people that I've been carrying for 3 years, the fact of them walking in my door every day, every week, and never changing, if they showed up every Monday the way they do here on the internet, like energetically, if they showed up physically like that, bro, they couldn't. I wouldn't let them in the door because I know they couldn't pass a weekend test. We do all of our work on the weekend, bro, starting today, which is leaving that's no longer serving you, whether it is a person, a place that you don't need to be fucking going anymore, a fucking thing that you don't need to be keeping around you anymore, which is something simplistic as your fucking summer clothes, holding on to old memories, somebody's fucking t-shirt, fucking old messages that you like to replay in your head of the good times. Burn the shit down to the ground so you can stop looking in the past and start looking towards the future. That's what we do on this day. But because of the energy, especially your relationships, and we focus that all the time, because these people's karma and energy and their lifestyle is holding yours back. If I'm in a pack, I have to consider all of them. I have to be considerate of all of them and their needs. How much strength they have. How hungry are they? How tired are they? Are they protected? Are they this? Are they that? Who the fuck are you? Who do I owe that responsibility to, other than my children? You guys got some rat packs like a motherfucker around you that are feeding off of your fucking lifestyle. Massively. And you can't be free to do anything because you got all these fucking stragglers, all these ties to the past that are living in your present that give you no future. I see Bobby and his wife. If it's true and he can't have more kids, that's it. They're done. Nothing good will come until those boys have fucking grandkids. They're done. No joy comes back into that house. What they have is what they got, and that's what they're working with forever. They're like 8 years into their fucking funness. You got how long till your son's 18, and then you're stuck just you and her. Just you and her. Because that kid's going to have a life. It's not going to sit around and make your life feel great. I don't know, y'all. Don't let your groups down today. Don't let your peoples down. Don't let your family down. Don't let your communities down. Don't let your church down. They're depending on you. Okay, move on. The wolf reminds us we're not alone, blah, blah, blah. A spell for adaptability and acceptance. I don't want to adapt. I accept all things. You're fine. You just don't need me in your space, bro. Go have fun. Leave me alone. I don't find that to be fun. The spell may be used to find yourself unable to move forward or feeling like you are constantly being challenged and held back from achieving your goals. I don't have that problem. So, what is this? Take a drink of milk? It's quite funny. We've been talking about milking the cow here. I don't know. I don't really fuck with her shit. So if you want to do it, you can purchase these. I tell you not to do her magic. Why? Because in her book that I read, she always has to bring someone to watch out because she never knows what's going to happen. I don't think you should be teaching people spells that you haven't mastered yet. There, dumbass. She's already a weirdo.
Me?
I just know this lady, Stephanie Woodfield. She's a high priestess of the Morgan. Everyone that studies the dark feminine, which is me, they're weird, bro. They're all fucking weird. I mean, it's not that I'm not, but I'd be thinking they're super weird. Really? Yeah, they like the people that do weird fucking sex rituals to Lilith. I'm not even having sex. Like, I want to sit there and watch you have sex. What kind of weird shit are you guys doing? You read it in a book somewhere. Alright, where are we at in hell? The tomb of the heretics. Oh, that's very nice. That's very lovely. That's very lovely. Hey, you know what I'm really excited about? I already have lunch sitting in the refrigerator. Very excited about that. 15. It's in Spanish. La Tomba de I don't know, that might be something else. They usually have them in Spanish, French, and English. Alright, here we go. Dante and Virgil approached the dwelling place of the souls of Epicureans, Athletes, who believe their souls die with the body. They speak with Farinata, who explains that the shades can discern the future, but not the present moment. Okay, that was all fucked off. I couldn't even pronounce that properly. Farinata and his comrades spurn the idea of an afterlife, and in recompense, his spirit can think only of tomorrow, as current events are unknown to him. There can be a wisdom in living for the present moment, relying on our instincts and making things up as we go along. But this card recommends laying down a solid foundation for the future. When your present plans have borne fruit, what will you do next and after that? I don't know, God. Don't make me think of the future. I don't know. That's what he says. What are you going to do with all this money? I don't know. I thought I was just going to hang out for the fucking winter until I got more money. This card also speaks of stagnancy that comes from being too content with present conditions and staying overlong in a state of comfort. Don't let fear of failure hold you back from your greatest potential. Well, that speaks to you guys. Really? Yeah. As far as my comfortability, I've been fighting to find it, and then I was told to, you know what I mean, hold it. Really? Yeah, so you can go back to my cards the other night, and it said, be happy. Just chill. And again, in my particular state, I'm not where you are. In a state like this causes for desperation where you find no comforts, and you're constantly seeking outside of yourself to get out of your current situation, which is exactly what I was doing for stressing pretty hard, for so many different levels. And that's the ego where it comes in. It's like nothing's happening, so I got to make something happen. I got to get out of here. I've been here too long. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Right? There's that. But then there's God's promises. God said I was not gonna, and you know what, last night they made me feel a little bit better about it, but God said he promised me, all I was asking for was some stability, and he promised me a whole school year. So I didn't foresee myself leaving until May, and that would have been the time, you know what I mean, where honestly with taxes and everything I should be able to just walk myself out the fucking door, but I've already planted seeds for, and I gotta be honest, I'm kind of like looking at that like, why? I just get shifty, bro. I shift timelines. I know what I'm supposed to do, but then I'm like, well, I'm going to go take care of some other shit, and then we'll come back to this bullshit, because I'm going to be here for the rest of my life doing this bullshit. Realistically, yeah. Fucking church, God's fucking plan and all that, yeah. I can't avoid that. That's like trying to avoid getting pregnant. It's annoying. But in the essence, it's like, dude, I just want to fuck. Not today, Jesus. This card can speak of stagnancy, yeah. Don't let your fear of failure hold you back from your greatest potential. I'm not afraid of failing. I don't see failure. I see lessons. So in the essence, like, do I really feel like learning this lesson? I guess I have to learn this lesson. I go in open-minded knowing that it's just a fucking lesson. You know, you're just a fucking lesson. I said that the day I met Wolfman. It's like, are you a fucking lesson or a blessing? I was like, oh yeah, you're for sure a lesson. Let's see what's up with the demons. I was feeling my family. What are you gonna do today? I'm not sure. Got my daughter here. I've got a bunch of great ideas rolling through the head. Like I said, I want to go to the west side, but I don't know. We'll see. Really? Yeah, I haven't been over in a long time. A long time? A long time. Where are we at? Demons? Barbados. Barbados is what you guys call him. Barbados. Barbados was once the angelical order of the virtues, but now a count and duke of hell. With 30 military units in his command, he appears as a hunter, and 4 kings sound their horns as he approaches. Oh gosh, where's that book? That's a good question. There it is. Oh, let's see what he's got to say. Not Bale. There we go. He's resembled as a woodland hunter or occasionally an archer with horns, like the horned god of the pagan religions. Uh-oh, he's afoot. As with many demons of the hunt, Barbados is accompanied by the sound of hunting bugles, but 4 invisible kings sound them, perhaps the 4 cardinal directions. We spoke about the directions yesterday and the day before. Barbados is the Earl of Hell in command, blah, blah, blah. He's another of the fallen heavenly hosts, once of the angelical order of the virtues. In keeping with his appearance, Barbados is said to be able to speak and understand animals, and with their assistance, he can locate lost and hidden treasures. Barbados is a skilled hunter and tracker, those whose attention to nature and animal kingdom gives him the ability to track and find whatever he seeks. This is that dude. What do they call it? The Outdoor Boys? I love that guy, bro. That guy is the coolest guy I've ever seen in American history. Really? Yeah, he might not even be American. But he lives in Alaska. He just stopped his channel to go and, do other stuff. This guy, bro. You would never be afraid of the outside with this guy. He's a cool dude. I said I wanted to meet him. I'm a huge fan of him, dude. I feel like just like if you spend a week with him, dude, you could learn so much. And he has all these videos, but I don't sit around watching them. I used to. I watched a couple. Focus on closeness to the natural world and understanding of plants and animals. See? That's where I am. I mean, that's what it is you find the oneness, but the oneness is not with people. You're no longer part of people. You're part of everything that is outside of people. But yet you're still a person. So strange. Where are we at? 48? Let's pull some fucking tarot and see. I think that they're all not... None of this was actually Dark Night of the Soul real bad. Really? Did you hear anything bad about it? I mean, I faced some shadows, and that's what it always is. It's my exhilaration to be free and do what the fuck I want to do whenever the fuck I want to do it. And I have to always be worried about what other people think and how they feel, and if they have the energy, and if they have the time, and if they have the space, and if they have the money. I saw this great post that said, single people people with no kids be like, you want to go to Africa next Friday? Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. I don't have a passport. Can you smuggle me in, though? That's the kind of single people. Yeah? What are we doing in Africa? We're going to eat and see the lands. We're not going to go talk to the people. Do you know how to speak African? They speak American, actually. They're African-American. Just want to put that out. But in the essence, no, we're not. Unless you're Lewis going out digging in the tribes. You want to go on I'm not going on an African fucking safari. It sounds so... Do you know how that sounds like? That sounds like when you come to Colorado and you tell people you're going hiking. What? You mean you're going to go walk around in the woods? Okay. Sure. Did you bring your fucking $175 hiking boots? What's in your backpack? I used to fuck with people. I did it. I have a video of it. There's all these girls that are about to go hit Dinosaur Ridge, and they have all their little backpacks and stuff. And I just asked them straight the fuck up. I know what I was doing. Hey, I'm just curious. What do you guys take for emergency, emergency tools? Why, what's in your backpacks? What do you take with you? Stupid shit, bro. What did I take? My fucking weed, my cigarettes, my phone. I never really got to the top and wanted to smoke a joint or a cigarette, but I always took them with the idea that I might. I mean, what the fuck else am I taking? Water? A towel to wipe my sweat? It's like, no, they brought bandages, they brought food, that's what's gonna get you attacked by a bear, for sure. Smokey's up there waiting for you, Miss Robinson. and then put on all that fucking smell goods. Put on all your lotions and your perfumes before you go up there. And I'm sure every bug is gonna love you. Yeah. I heard it's the same thing about like Michigan. Like if you don't ice skate, you're kind of a loser. Like it's just what people do. They like put on the shoes, put on the skates, put on the skates. You gotta have some strong fucking ankles. You must be like, what was the cankle sign? I think it was a ram, right? No, it was something funny. Somebody had fucking, maybe it was Pisces. I don't know. I was reading this. It was. Maybe it was. I don't know what sign it was. Like I thought Taurus was known for their neck. That could have been someone else. I don't know. Let me pull some tarot. Oh, man. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah. So I hope to adventure today. I feel the adventure in me, but, I always feel it. Every day I wake up, I want an adventure. I just don't know if the God's going to let me adventure. I got my daughter here. I don't know if she wants to be drugged around the town. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Are you talking about me?
What are you talking about, me?
Knight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Hey, you want to come pick a card so I don't have to do all this shuffling? Okay.
Okay. Give me a second.
Okay. What else are we going to do? I don't know. Bunch of fucking girls shit. My son was like, he was such an asshole today. He's like, can I not go to school? I was like, no, you're going to school. So can I go late? It's like, bro, if you don't stop, get your ass up and go to school. No, but she's staying. Dude, I don't want her to stay either, but she has to. He's like, I'll do laundry with you. I was like, get the fuck out of my fucking house. What do we got? Oh, it's practicality. The Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving energy. He doesn't really ride the horse, he walks it. It's his companion. It's not his mode of transportation, it's his friend. How we go from the Knight of Wands, all fast moving action, to this slow poke. Here, let me poke you. Oh man. Seriously? Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles tells you that you will be able to find practical solutions to all your problems. I don't have any problems. It may be that I really don't have to do anything today. I don't have to go shopping at this stuff. I don't have to go looking at the clothing bank. We could do all this Monday by myself. I told my daughter that I was going to ditch her and go to the freaking the museum and go check out the elephants. And I was like, maybe I'll take you with me since you're here. There's a lot of these things I've been kind of throwing off. I needed to go get some oils. I have to go get me a pair of new headphones. I haven't had headphones.
I've never done any of my homework from the past week.
Yeah, we're kind of fucking off. Maybe we should just stay at home and take care of real shit. I mean, there's just little shit that I haven't done. I haven't left home. So, you do it like, kill two birds with one stone. Just go and do everything at once. And then you're like, oh, okay, now I ain't got shit to do. Be methodical with your tasks and look after all the details. Be careful. It said that in that last card. You could fuck up missing a detail. Now is not the time to follow risky strategies, but stick to your usual and tried, tested methods. Go back to your stable. You are reliable and prepared to work hard and get the job done. You are something of a perfectionist, but this is not a bad thing at the moment. Progress is slow but steady and sure. And that's pretty much it. Like, I have nothing going. I mean, he's going to call me today and verify. They're going to send me the email and the thing like today. But I really still can't start work till next Friday. So that's what I'm saying is, like, if I do everything today, then I really don't have shit to do, you know what I mean, for the next couple days. So it's like, take it slow. Have some stuff to do. Really? Kind of got to stretch out the bullshit. You may seek help from another person, perhaps at work or at home, or you can be assured that they will meet your high expectations. The knight could be a man in your life. He is serious, peace-loving, dependable, and down to earth. Who's that guy? He cares deeply about the world, the environment, and animals. He enjoys good food. This is what we were talking about, too. He enjoys good food, and that was the horned god, which is exactly the emperor. Beautiful things, and would never go into debt to have them. He may run his own business, but as an employee, he will be solid, trustworthy, and hardworking. This is one of those earth signs I was talking about, bro. I manifested this motherfucker. The person who will get things done properly. As a romantic partner, he will be loyal and provide a secure and stable home. He can be very sexy and sensual, though. Some might find him a little dull and lacking in excitement. Well, that's nice. He's a he's a priest in the street and a freak in the sheet. Reverse meaning: you were stuck in a rut and life has become very boring. If you want to make changes, you will have to do things very differently. But you can only do this. This can only be achieved through effort. Gambling and getting rich quick schemes are not going to end well. So stupid. The reverse card is a warning that in a relationship, while one partner might be quite happy to continue with the mundane daily round, the other craves adventure and novelty, and this will cause problems. I told you, Russ, you're trying to grow up and she's trying to just live. And she's an Aries, you're fucked. She don't even know who she is yet. It could take her whole life to figure out who she is. Jesus, I don't know what I would do if I was her. I mean, yeah, she's got it made, but she gives up everything for security. She gives up every bit of fucking adventure outside of what you guys are to marry you. She's got a solid thing, though. You'll take care of her for the rest of her life. She can have anything. Fuck. Anything but a life. Her life becomes your wife. Oh, fuck. It's not that you don't love him, right? Oh, God. It sucks to be you. He's out there ring shopping. Have you considered this? Is he making this decision without you? Are you ready to get married at 25 and be Russ's wife and have his children? Oh, shit. I know. What the fuck was I thinking? Ha! Oh, God! I mean, it's funny because at first that's what I was thinking, but then I was like, oh, what the fuck was I thinking? What the fuck is he thinking? He's thinking about a future. Be careful. I don't know about Leos, bro, but obviously, us fire signs, you have to take in consideration that we just want to burn bright. The reverse knight might represent you or a man in your life. He is dull and plotty character who dislikes change or novelty of any kind and will resist it stubbornly. Eek. 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 This is the type of person I drive out of my life. Just doing new shit all the time and making him very uncomfortable. I don't know what that movie was. There was a movie, I don't know what it was, with Jennifer Aniston and the dude from the Wedding Crashers, and they were in a relationship and they started fighting against each other and just being hella rude to each other, like throwing parties in each other's face and just being hella rude, like hella rude. Yeah. Yeah. You can't force change. Like, I was thinking Mr. Plum. He's a difficult one to get to change. You have to really... He did, though. I was proud of him. Oh, God, he's so stuck in his ways. He's done it the same way his whole life. I taught him to be spontaneous a little bit. Something simplistic like, when he goes to Walmart, he always parks in the same spot. So that means everybody in town knows if he's not at home. And right away, everybody in town knows if he's in the store. If he parks somewhere different, they might not know that's his car. And then he can do things a little different. But I was like, you tell everyone, and then, yeah, you're a sitting duck. They know your behaviors. They know, if I was going to rob you, I'd know when to do it. If I was going to break into your house and stuff, your schedule is so perfect. You keep it so tight that we know exactly where, you know what I mean, when you're available and not. Simple shit like, he just doesn't change. Really? That's the church, bro. They rotate Sundays between two fucking restaurants. They go between Italian and Mexican. They don't switch. That's just it. They know what they're going to have. Then when they get there, they all have their plate that they always eat. They don't order something different. There's no different. They like routine. They like ritual. They like comfort. They like schedule. They like shit to be the way it is. They don't like when shit changes. They don't adapt to change. They don't know how to handle change. Is it just Oklahoma or 99% of the South? Just kidding. It's a lot of people, bro. It's not a Southern thing. People find security in their ways of life and they don't want it to change. It just happens. That's just the way it is. Be practical. What do we got? All princesses are new beginnings, and that one's the Princess of fucking Swords, dude. That's about the first light. Really? Get out of the Princess of Cups is a bad one. She's a psycho bitch. Princess of Wands yesterday. Come on, swords. Not 5. Not knight. Princess of Swords. She's the bridge, the daughter of the bear. She comes after the first rising of the Arcturus and the bear keeper over the horizon at Embolic. She's the first light of spring. So again, as we're going into fall, they're going into spring. So it's totally aligned. We're just catching the southern energy. Really? Yeah, you can pull it up to you. If you're a magnet like me, bringing all that light up here, we're sending all that snow elsewhere. For as long as I can. Anyways, and the bridge is all about, that's who I am. That was one of my other incarnations, is the bridge. It's all about inspiration, all about music, all about creativity. The young Princess of Swords embodies the powerful rush of energy and excitement. You're full of new ideas. I told you I had all kinds of great ideas this morning. And I implemented them already. I did all kinds of changing of the furniture and moved stuff around and did all this shit. Hey, that bike, bro, that bike was expensive. I went to go throw it away and they wouldn't let me. They said, the guy stopped me right away. He's like, dude, that's like a $500 bike. I was like, well, it's just taking up room in my room. He's like, I'll take it right now. I was like, cool, take it away. Be a blessing. You had a $500, yeah, it was some kind of truck bike that they gave to my daughter.
Sit on it, the thing was too high.
It was a big bike. It was a big bike. And that's what he said, these are the type of bikes they ride in Boulder. I was like, well, bold it on, bro. I just need it out of my room. It's just taking up space. The young Princess of Swords, okay, though this is the planning stage, she encourages you to get moving and follow your dreams. Ask yourself how to use this inspiration of the bridge. Do not get so boggled down in minute details that you fail to move forward, or get so carried away with the wild and unworkable ideas that you fail to do your research. Talk with others who can help, but use the power of word in a positive way. Be fair and honest. Admit when you're wrong, and don't engage in gossip or hurtful comments. Princess of Swords is described as the messenger. Why did I say that? Because I'd be gossiping and saying hurtful comments. Really? Yeah. You didn't hear me talking all kinds of shit? Am I going to hell? Does Jesus not love me? God's going to take away my authority because I'd be gossiping? He doesn't do any of that shit for you guys, and you're lying, you're thieving, you're cheating, you're stealing, you're whoring, you're fucking killing. None of that. Where is the love? I love when you guys like try to, judge me. Not judge, not lestly be judged. What sin's worse than the other? None. We're all sinning. I don't lie though. I don't cheat. I don't do all that. But I tend to talk all that shit. Not violent. Not any of that. Not greedy. Not any of that shit. Alright, anyways, let's see. Be fair, honest, admit when you're wrong, and don't engage. Yeah, the Princess of Swords is often described as the messenger. And this card is about communication and information. Well, it's coming slowly, obviously. This can literally come from the form of letters or messages, not always the ones you want to hear. Well, all the fucking tarot reads, just bring it on. I guess you're best off trying me today. It won't get any better throughout the weekend. Really? Yeah, just shoot your fucking text. Hit send. Let's send it, bro. Let's just deal with whatever the fuck your message is. I already kind of seen it. Really, yeah, they're all in there. The Princess of Swords can be the inspiration of a writer, a poet, a board, public speaker, storyteller. That's what you're about to do, is tell some stories. People who use words and sounds to communicate their independent ideas to others. So, here comes my hurtful comment here. Royce, since you have no longer the ability to be a public speaker or storyteller or a writer or a rapper, what are you? Since God has given your ability to project words in the form of rap, what are you going to do with the rest of your life? Is it a rap? This card may represent a person in your life. He or she is an individual of great mental agility. Talkative, even argumentative. That would be me. Trustworthy, brutally honest, and full of questions, but a little immature. That's definitely me. Like a child showing off all the time. Someone who hates to be pinned down and who is easily bored. That is me. Actually, this is what they say is Aries. It's the first light. Really? Kinda. They don't know you as it's the first light in the sense of it. Think about it. Can you honestly say that, Aries, that this is you? I say it as a Sagittarius, this is all me. In the sense of, that's me as child of God. That's me. That's me. And there's my sword. Talking shit. She's talking shit again? Yep. Want me to talk shit to you? I'll put this in. Hey, dude, what was that fucked up movie? Jesus Christ, that was a fucked up movie. What was it about? I don't remember. But all I remember is the kid on ADHD. This guy gets fucked up and he wakes up in this lady's house and there's this kid with ADHD and he's at the table. She's trying to give him cereal and he's all... What movie is that? Crazy ass movie. I don't know what it was. There was a lot going on. They were like trying to kill somebody or something. It was like a hit on somebody and everybody was trying to get to this person at a hotel, and maybe it was Reno. Maybe it was Bruno. Just kidding. What's the outcome? Oh, God. I told you. How do we go from this guy to that guy? I'm in my Knight of Wands. Am I calling it a Knight of Wands? Well, if I'm in it, then that's what I'm going to be met with. That's why it's so important to be in your Empress, so you can meet an Empress. You get in this funky-ass energy, you're going to meet another funky-ass energy just like you. Like, there's Wolfman. I don't like you. You're so much like me, I don't like you. Really? Yep. I went to the High Priestess. You're not like me at all. That was a good one. Sorry. Fucking Knight of Wands. Fucking Knight of Wands. It's an adventurous, to say the least. It's not a person, it's me. There's plenty of energy going around at the moment, and you'll get caught up in a whirl of activity, setting yourself new challenges and feeling confident that you're able to tackle any problems. This is certainly not no time to be sitting around thinking. You need to be up and doing. Nonetheless, and that's what I want to do, is I want to go to the clothing bank before I do laundry. So I can do it, obviously, for all great reasons. And then I could get some great food from there, and I could get out, and then it's on the way to doing everything else I need to do. Realistically, yeah. Be sure that you have a clear plan and that any risks are well calculated, and finish every task as it arises, or all this energy will be wasted. And that's it. If I go for a walk, then I might want to not do anything else. And don't forget that you need some time to rest. Yeah, I'll take a nap later. I always get tired around 3 o'clock. Why? I don't know. It's very obvious. It always happens. If I could just make it till 5, then I'm ready for bedtime. That's such a good time. Really? Yeah. The Knight of Wands may indicate an unexpected event that results in rapid change. This could involve moving home, a new job, business, or travel. Today or tomorrow. Someone important may be entering or leaving your life. There's a lot of that going on. There's like a revolving door here. It's a revolver. We're playing Russian roulette here. There's no point in resisting the change, so be flexible. The Knight of Wands may be a man in your life. He's attractive, sexy, charming, glamorous, full of energy, fearless, self-confidence, the life and the soul of the party. Who's that guy, dude? That's just me. I'm sexy and I know it. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hey, wiggle, 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 wiggle. You might consider him dull. He can be moral, generous, warm-hearted, but also thoughtless, reckless, quick-tempered, and boastful. That's Aries over there. A person who must always have something new and exciting. Or is that you? I mean, I don't really have anything new. It's always just exciting. A romance with the knight might be passionate and dramatic, but he likes his freedom and may not want to be tied down. It's not that. I don't know. If and when I do, I will be loving and loyal to a partner who shares my enthusiasm. Yeah, we have to have something in common. Otherwise, you're just a commoner. Reverse meaning. The reverse card tells you, I'm seeing Achilles. Achilles went through many women until he met the High Priestess, and that's where it all changed. Nothing about Troy changed. It was that woman that changed him. He had every intention to handle Troy like he handles every other land, but it was the woman that changed him. 2 nights before that, he was in bed with 2 others. Anyways, let's see. The reverse card tells you that it's time to grow up. There's more to life than having a good time, and you may be living beyond your means, surrounded by insincere hanger-ons, in for what they can get out of you. Yeah, that's your pack, your rat pack. Or is your attitude towards work immature? Have you talked yourself into a job you can't actually do? Or are you trying to start a business without any proper foundation? Perhaps you're just... People think that money can buy them a career. Perhaps you get bored easily and never finish anything you start. The Knight of Wands reverse may represent you or a person in your life. He has all the negative qualities of fire, so he's impatient and arrogant, immature and argumentative. He acts without thinking of the consequences, leaving trouble in his wake wherever he goes. If you're hoping he will commit to a relationship, he won't. He's far too selfish. That doesn't have to be a fire sign to be this person. We all are made up of all of the elements. So you could have more fire even though you're a fucking water sign. You know what I mean? You can be more of that. And that's where it is I'm full fire sign, bro. But you can see that I'm made up of so many of those. Here, you can take this. Oh, you don't need it. Of the water. You know what I mean? So much of I'm full of air. If anything I lack is reality, my earthboundness. And that's why I was like, maybe I need an earth sign to keep me grounded here. I'm a little bit all over the place here. And that's why I did invocation for the earth, and it's during page 69. Ooh. Sorry. Stupid. Can I point something out here? This is not, I'm going to leave on this note, and it's just a graphic note. My whole fight with it's justified at this very moment. My whole fight with Adam is, he believed because he was man, he should be on top. Right? Right? Alright, put 69 in that position and tell me how it goes. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Why do you gotta be on top? Because I'm the man? That doesn't mean anything. I don't know, guys. There was a lot in those cards. I just gave it to you. I gave it all to you. Why? Because I have to go give myself and do other stuff. It's almost 11. I gotta jump in the shower and go. I love you guys. I will be back later to read more cards, but those were my dark cards. Those are your dark night of the soul. Those are your shadows that you need to face, which is your loyalties and commitments to your packs, or creating a pack, or not wanting to be part of the pack anymore. Obviously, the other ones talked about connecting with oneness, and what was the other one? And then, yeah, all of that. I'm like, and all of that. Hey, I wish you a great day. Love you. Laters. Bye-bye now.